All right, all right, all right. Welcome back to WMAC Now with your host, Chuck Stevenson, coming at you with another fight review. This time we're going to Thackerville, Oklahoma for Bellator 233. We're going to the featherweight division. Janay Harding coming in at 5-3, taking on Amanda Bell, the Lady Killer, coming in at 6-6. These two started, and Bell Bell showed some savvy here. Harding was using her jab and her reach to keep distance, and Bell was finding a home early for her punches by swinging either over or under Harding's jabs with her punches. Um, Both were swinging hard leather in the first. Uh, Bell was actually landing more kicks than I expected. I'm used to her just throwing hands, not used to her throwing a lot of kicks. Um, One funny point in the first came when the referee had to stop, literally backed Harding up to a ring post and ordered a wardrobe change for her. She had to put on an extra pair of board shorts because she had a hole in her shorts right above her butt. It was funny. Um, at one point in the first, Harding dropped Bell with a high kick, and then started landing some hard GMP, and then tried to go for the rear naked choke, but it was too late in the round. I mean, it was like in the last 15 seconds or so, and she couldn't get it in. Second round was when Bell started to turn things around. First two takedowns landed by Harding, but good wall walking by Bell to get back up showed a lot of improvement in that area. And then Bell was able to reverse one of Harding's takedowns and then landed in her mount halfway through the round. And then they were up again later. And then a nice hip toss by Bell to land in half guard. And then ground and pounded the mount. And she spent a lot of the second round in control of Harding. And Bell was really able to take over in that second round. And I had it 1-1 apiece going into the third. In the third, Bell was really starting to take over, though, with her striking. I think she had a lot more confidence going in. Harding might have been shaken a little. Nice spinning elbow landed for Bell. One mistake Bell made was she tried to pick up and toss. Just straight up pick up and toss Harding, and it failed because she basically fell, and Harding landed mounted on top of Bell. But then Harding started to make some mistakes that cost her. She was like too high on Bell's back at one point, and Bell was able to kind of shuck her off. And Harding, rather than give up the rear naked choke attempt, fell off of Bell. And there were some good scrambles there, but then really the round really finished with Bell landing a lot of good ground pound to the point that the referee intervened and stopped the fight. So Amanda Bell was your victor at 4 minutes and 44 seconds of the third round due to some hard GMP. Harding just couldn't take it anymore. So your winner by third round TKO, Amanda Bell. Congrats to Amanda Bell. Really surprised me with what she did in this fight. She might be coming... she might no longer be just the brawler that we're all used to seeing her as. It took her a little while, but she started showing some smarts in this fight, picking her shots a little better. The way she delivered her shots was better. And she showed a lot more variety in her strikes and her takedowns, and everything she was doing just really showed a lot of improvement. Very impressed by Bell. And you know what? This was actually an entertaining fight for a featherweight fight. I know I crap on that division all the time, but I actually enjoyed watching this one. It was good to watch. So good job to both of these two. Of course, congrats to Amanda Bell for the win. All right, so things to work on for Harding. I think she needs to show a little more patience when she's in dominant positions like mount or back mount. Needs to take her time and needs to recognize, inexperience was probably what caused her to just keep on holding on to the choke attempt when she was sliding off of Bell's back. So needs to just be patient and recognize, when to change position more, and that'll come with experience. But also, I would definitely work a lot more on flow grappling, because that's when you learn when to adjust positions, how to fix mistakes in those positions, doing some more flow grappling. For Bell, head movement. She's just not moving her head off a straight line. And that cost her, in, I think it was her last fight against Arlene Blenko. Whenever that fight was, it cost her against Blenko the lack of head movement there. And she's still not moving her head off the center line. Now, as for matches to make, for Harding, I think she actually does pretty well against the brawler types. She's a lot more patient. I would give her another brawler in what would definitely be a guaranteed entertaining fight in the other female fighter that lost on that same night, Leslie Smith. I think that would make for a good firecracker of a fight. Both of them prefer to stand and trade. Harding, the more patient fighter, the more technical, and Leslie Smith's just going to keep coming forward on her. So it'd be interesting to see how Hardy reacts to a fighter like Leslie Smith. As for Amanda Bell, I would go for the winner of Rubin versus Kavanaugh. That's at Bellator 234 later this week. I'm personally predicting Rubin to win it, and if Bell can get a win over the former title contender, that'll really move her up the rankings per se, because Bellator doesn't really have rankings. But if she can get a good win over a former title contender and get a couple wins in a row, that could, put her into title contention herself. So I'd make the winner of Bell versus the winner of Rubin versus Kavanaugh, which I predict Rubin to win. All right, guys, so that's my thoughts on the fight. Let me know your thoughts on it. It was a fun fight. Went almost all 3 rounds, but Bell was able to pull out the victory in the last half minute. So let me know your thoughts on it in the comments down below. Of course, likes are always appreciated. Hey, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to WMMAC Now, the best, fastest growing women's mixed martial arts dedicated platform on YouTube. And don't forget to hit that bell for notifications. And we'll see you next time.